Attack on Titan, Levi's 10 Biggest Accomplishments, ranked. Levi Ackerman is called humanity's strongest soldier for good reason, and he's done great things both on and off the battlefield. Levi Ackerman was often regarded to be the strongest non-shifting character of the Attack on Titan universe. His unique lineage affords him tremendous power and earned him the title of Scout Captain. Over time, he even became Commander Erwin's closest friend and confidant, further suggesting his unparalleled usefulness to the cause. Throughout the series, his accomplishments have paved the way for the hero's success. And he has seldom made any mistakes. By identifying Levi's greatest achievements, we can better determine the significant ways he influenced the series and its many characters. 10. Levi Hang interrogated the military police together. When members of the military police got captured, Levi and Hang both went about the task of interrogating them. Since they took a vow of loyalty, they were particularly difficult to break regardless of the fingernails that the scouts were willing to rip off. To optimize efficiency, the heroes came up with a plan. One of the captives was forced to read from a script in order to make the other believe that they had already sold out to their enemies. This compelled the second captive to share everything he knew, which helped the scouts track down Rod Rice before Aaron was sacrificed. 9. Levi defeated Zeke after he was brought to parody. By drugging Levi's comrades with spinal fluid, Zeke turned them against him with a bellowing scream. He had hoped this would give him enough time to escape. Although the captain caught up with Zeke and cut him down anyway. Although he almost managed to secure the Beast Titan for the champions of parody, Zeke took a gamble by detonating the Thunder Spear lodged in his body. He managed to heal from his injuries due to his Titan shifting condition, while Levi was marred for the rest of his life. 8. Levi embodied scout fortitude before the series even began. Levi Ackerman was a member of the Scouts before the Attack on Titan series officially began. During one of the organization's returns from an expedition, Aaron was inspired that the world beyond the walls could be reclaimed from his example. Additionally, Levi's prior training entailed that he already had the experience needed to fight effectively. Though his skills remained stagnant and even declined as the plot progressed, he still kept his comrades safe while they learned the ropes of the battlefield. 7. Levi stood against Aaron during the rumbling in spite of his injuries. Levi didn't defend parody against Marley since he was still recovering from his injuries. Zeke detonated a Thunder Spear in his proximity, and the shrapnel left a permanent, jagged scar across his face. Nonetheless, he joined the coalition's effort against Aaron when the rumbling began and intended to sever Aaron's connection with the founding Titan by killing Zeke. Doing so would fulfill the promise to Erwin that he made on the outskirts of parody. 6. Levi saved the Scouts from pure Titans by dumping the bodies of fallen comrades. During the return from a forest expedition, the Scouts were ambushed by pure Titans. At first, the monsters were gradually catching up to the horses, much to their riders' dread. In order to escape, Levi ordered that the Scouts dump the bodies of their fallen comrades. Although taboo, it lightened the horses' load enough so that they could flee behind parody walls and ensure that there weren't any more casualties on an already costly mission. 5. Levi convinced Dallas Zachary that Aaron could be worked with. When Aaron was brought before the courts to investigate his Titan condition, the military police clamored for his head. They distrusted his unpredictable nature. More importantly, they didn't want his power to be used by anyone else. In order to quell the court's fears about Aaron, Levi pummeled him into a bloodied mess. Although the captain went as far as to knock the boy's teeth out, Aaron's refusal to transform assured his audience that he could indeed control activating the Attack Titan. Levi's plan, and Aaron's restraint, procured the Scouts' most powerful asset. 4. Levi saved Aaron from Annie after he lost to her. After Levi's squad was decimated, Aaron had finally had enough. He willingly confronted Annie to avenge his comrades and illustrate how well he could control his titan. Predictably, his lack of experience with hardening were his undoing. Although Annie defeated and balanced Aaron on her tongue with ease, Levi interrupted her escape. Alongside Mikasa, they rescued him from Annie's jaws even if they didn't have the strength to bring her to justice for the comrades she had killed. 3. Levi defeated Kenny Ackerman during the bunker raid. After uncovering Aaron's location, the scouts leaped into action. They raided Rod Rice bunker, giving Levi a chance to come face to face with Kenny Ackerman. Considering that the villain taught his nephew everything he knew, the fight wasn't easy. Kenny's usage of high-powered guns made him a particularly formidable opponent. Nonetheless, Levi defeated Kenny by closing the distance and landing a considerable slash against his stomach. Between this injury and being hit by Rod Rice Titan transformation, Kenny was on the verge of death by the time Levi caught up to him on the surface. 2. Levi stopped Porco from killing eating Aaron at Liberio. During the battle for Liberio, Porco made an audacious attack on Aaron. He leaped at the attack titan's neck while he was fighting Lara Tiber, hoping to take him off guard and kill him instantly. However, he failed to anticipate the scout's intervention. Despite Levi's disagreement with Aaron's methods, he slashed out Porco's lower jaw to prevent him from devouring his comrade. Without the captain's valiant rescue, Porco would have stolen both the attack and founding titans from Marley in a single ravenous chomp. 1. Levi honored his promise to Erwin by defeating Zeke. Zeke had established himself with a massive tactical advantage when the battle for Shiganshina began. Since he stood in the middle of a field, the scouts couldn't effectively use their ODM gear against him. Additionally, a blockade of pure titans prevented their escape and pushed them into the hands of Reiner and Berthold. Erwin bought Levi time to close the distance against Zeke and cut him down. Although Levi ripped through the villain's body in seconds, he didn't anticipate peak and consequently failed to finish him off. Despite the scouts' brutal losses, Shiganshina was finally reclaimed for parity.